Alright, what's up everybody? This is Brian again, coming at you with another video. Just want to tell you about my trip to Disneyland. If you consider yourself a coaster snob, a travel snob, a Disney snob, a chocolate chip cookie snob, just let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you like this video. Let's talk about Disneyland. So sit up straight, buckle up that seatbelt. Let's get ready to roll, and I think we are all clear.
Now we're all clear.
Stay clear.
Clear.
Is complete. All clear.
So after all that talking I did about going to Disney World in my first video and how they're getting too expensive, how they're pricing everybody out, stuff was too expensive, what did I go and do? I went right back to Disneyland. And yeah, they got me, man. They got me pretty good too. Walked up to the gate, ticket booth. All I wanted was a one-day hopper pass. It was $249 for a one-day hopper pass. And yeah, keep in mind, at Disneyland, the Disneyland Resort, they only have 2 parks. They don't have 4 parks like they do in Florida, plus 2 water parks. They only have Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. But if you want to hop from park to park for one day, it is $249. $249, yes. But it's all good though. You know, I needed to get out of Kansas City for a little bit, and you know, I've been hitting the Midwest parks pretty hard the past couple of years. You know, doing the Cedar Point and Kings Island and Six Flags St. Louis and Texas and Holiday World, but I haven't been to the West Coast in a while, and I just needed to get out and take the roller coaster tour to the West Coast. So while I was out there, I also hit, you know, Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm. Then I hit Disneyland on that third day. But, you know, got in those first 2 parks for free as part of the Cedar Fair, Six Flags, you know, season pass. You know, got my food, like I said before, at Knott's Berry Farm. And man, I actually had a blast at Disneyland. It was good to be back and got to do some new stuff. I really like Cars Land at night. That's one of the most beautiful places that you can go at a nighttime park. You know, I mean, Avatar Land in Florida is really good too. But if you haven't been out to Disneyland, make sure you hit Cars Land at night. It's really cool. So yeah, I want to show you guys a few pictures and a few videos from Cars Land. I mean, I think my favorite part is the ride, Radiator Springs Racers. Man, that's a cool ride. And you know, now I did not get a any fast pass. I didn't do the lightning lane and all that stuff this time at Disneyland. And you know, some of the other channels, I'm hearing that the Disney parks are empty this fall, but that's not what I felt, man. I felt like the parks, Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, were quite full, but I did not get the fast pass, lightning lane, all that stuff. I didn't pay for any of that, and really I didn't need it. I didn't feel like I needed it. And the longest I really waited in any line was about 45 minutes, and the lines weren't that bad, even though the parks were full. Nice crowds, nice day, California weather, but the lines weren't that bad. It's some of the longer lines. I waited in line for Radiator Springs for about 45 minutes. I waited for Soarin' for about 45 minutes. And believe it or not, Small World was about 25 minutes. Haunted Mansion, I rode that pretty late. That wasn't bad, maybe 20-minute wait. Really, those are some of the longer lines, but even like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that was only like a 10-minute wait at that. You know, I rode that in the morning, and it wasn't bad at all. But really, the day I went, it was a Monday, and yeah, there were a lot of families, a lot of kids there, but the crowds just weren't that bad that day. I did ride the Millennium Falcon ride. That was pretty much a walk-on for me. Not one of my favorite rides, and Rise of the Resistance was closed that day, so who knows how it would have been if the ride was actually open. But I want to get back to Cars Land a little bit. I want to show you some pictures from Cars Land and some video from Cars Land. Like I said, that's one of the prettier places at night, man. And Radiator Springs Racers is a really good ride. And the ride design is just like Test Track at Epcot. Same ride design, same functions, kind of the same cars. Of course, it's themed differently with Lightning McQueen and all those guys. But it's just like Test Track at Epcot. Goes about the same speed. You go through all these different little sections, and it's got some speed to it. Not the fastest ride in the world, but it's a very cool ride at night. Cool sounds. But again, check out Cars Land at night. And also another nice looking place at night, well lit, really nice looking, is Pixar Pier. That's a cool looking place at night. And just want to show you some of this video, off the water. Really cool. I didn't ride the big sun wheel, and I didn't ride Incredicoaster this time. That had a little wait to it too. It was only about 40 minutes at the time, but I was running out of time and I wanted to get back to Cars Land. So I just got some pictures of Incredicoaster, but I didn't ride it. And I wish I had more time in my one day, but I just didn't get on it. But yeah, Pixar Pier, really, really cool looking at night. Also in this video, just want to give a quick review of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now, I went out to Magic Kingdom, and I didn't get to ride this at Magic Kingdom. And I'll tell you why in a different video. I'm going to do another video about Fast Passes, but I didn't get to ride this at Magic Kingdom because there was no queue line at the time. It was brand new, but I did get to do it at my trip to Disneyland. And I was a huge Splash Mountain fan, man. I've been on Splash Mountain probably 100 times or more, in my life. But Splash Mountain was always one of my favorite rides, and I was disappointed to see it go. But the Bayou Adventure, it's a pretty good ride. It's cool. I like the story in Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain actually has villains, but Tiana's Bayou Adventure, there's not really any villains in the story in the mountain on the ride, but that's okay. It's still a good ride, themed well, good music. Of course, I got wet too, so that's the fun part. Just riding and getting wet. But it's a cool ride. I'm not gonna hate on it. I am gonna lean a little towards Splash Mountain because I just like Splash Mountain better. And I thought the music in Splash Mountain is just catchier. I like Laughing Place. And of course, Zippity Doo-Dah, it's a classic. But the music in Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it's good too, but I just miss the old Splash Mountain. But just one little tip here: if you really want to ride Splash Mountain, you're gonna have to go to Tokyo. And I did ride it in Tokyo, and it's still fun, themed well, all that stuff. But it's just cool and different to see Brer Rabbit talking in Japanese. But it's a nice touch, different. But if you really want to ride it, you gotta go to Tokyo. So, was it worth it, you ask? Was the one-day Hopper Pass worth the $249 price tag that they're charging? I'm gonna be straight with y'all. I'm gonna have to say, probably not. Just 2 parks, one day, $249. I think they can drop their price. I think $160 is fair, maybe $175 is fair, but I think they can just come down a little bit on that price tag for a one-day Hopper Pass. All right, I think that's it for this episode from Coaster Snobs. I did want to talk a little bit about the food at Disney, but I didn't really eat that much when I was there that day. The popcorn is always good at Disney. It always smells so good. California Adventure has some awesome corn dogs, and I did find some mean chocolate chip cookies over at Disneyland by the Bayou Adventure, man. Those cookies were delicious. But that's it. I hope you like the videos I'm making, and If you got some trips to plan, or if you've been anywhere, you want to talk about it, just let me know in the comments. I want to hear about your trips and your coasters and everything. But I think that's it for now, and I'll see you in another video. I think we are all clear.
As they complete, all clear.
As they complete, all clear.
Now we're all clear.
Clear.
All clear.